I feel good about all of the en route parts. Like as long as you stay on the ridge, it's pretty solid. I feel less scared than when I was imagining it. I don't normally talk over my videos because I'm not a big fan of hearing my voice in recordings. My little ski movies don't require much explanation because I'm just making them for fun and to have a good way to share my whereabouts with my parents. Hey Mom! I want to do some explaining with this adventure though because it looks like we're being really stupid when in fact we're only being slightly stupid. I've lost a few friends to avalanches over the years, including on this specific mountain, just yards from the route we were on. The avalanche report for this absurdly, unseasonably hot day was not good. All signs said don't go. And I usually pay really close attention to those signs and listen to the warnings. Just last week I didn't like what I saw in Rescue Creek. The lack of an overnight refreeze, even at mid-band elevations, and massive slide depositions scared me. I turned around. I came up here to check out this deposition from a slide that probably happened 2 or 3 days ago, I would guess. I'm not sure. Just for scale, those alders are over my head. It's probably a 30-40 foot scrape in the snow. It's probably a good thing Nike doesn't do ski stuff because sometimes you just gotta not do it. Just don't it. What's different here is that Bones knows this route really well. He's done it several times and he understands the terrain, the hazards, and what to do to manage them. I was skeptical of this plan, but I trust him enough that I gave it a go. I'm glad that I did. He was right, and it was a perfect day. Approaching the mountain, you cross 2 potentially sketchy gullies on the way up Howe Ridge. Stands of crushed trees make it clear that slides reach that trail and beyond. But in current conditions, where there's 1,000 feet of elevation between us and the start of the snowpack, and given the types of slides that south-facing aspect would generate, a wet, loose slide as opposed to like a big slab, I think the risk of anything sliding as far as the trail was pretty much zero. Once we left Howe Ridge and began climbing Stanton, we stuck very carefully to the ridge line. There's a narrow safe zone. Well, it's not safe, but it's less dangerous. Between the south edge of the slope where a slide might propagate and the north edge of the ridge where you might break off a cornice the size of a school bus and vanish into the white abyss. We carefully stuck to the ridge and managed to stay safe. Our slough from the summit ran to the end of the snowpack, all the way at the bottom, piling wide and deep enough below that it was visible from Lake McDonald Lodge afterwards. While we were up there, we heard probably 2 or 3 dozen avalanches, and we were able to spot about half a dozen of them coming down Bear Hat, Mount Brown, Mount Cannon. The whole zone was just popping off, and it was crazy and really awe-inspiring and humbling to observe nature doing its thing. I can't say I recommend this. I absolutely do not recommend this, but I'm glad I did it. I think that it's really important to go with people who know what they're doing and how to manage the risks and how to identify the risks so that you know what to do to manage them.
days we're looking at the mirror together. Something's quiet now.
That wasn't what I had in mind.